Hi there again, it's Tim Bivans for SGD113, and today we're going to build off of the assignment we had last time. We're going to use a variable as a counter today, and we're going to display that variable's value in the GUI text that we created in the first assignment. So let's open the project from last time. Okay, here we are. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the project folder and click on the asset folder. Here's the project folder, asset folder. And what you want to do is make a script folder. I've already done that here. I'm going to delete it so that I can make it again. So I can show you what to do. All right. So in the asset folder, we want to right click and say create folder. And we name this scripts. Notice that I start my folder name with an underscore. That is because Unity alphabetizes the underscore before any letters, so that all the folders I personally create will be listed before any of the Unity created folders. This is very useful in keeping your projects organized. Now click on the newly created folder and right click inside of it. Click on scripts, right click. So select create and C# script. Notice how after doing this the name of the script is in blue and selected. It's waiting for you to give it a name. Before creating the script, you should think about what you would name it first, because it will save you a few steps down the road for a reason that I'll show you in another brief video. So while it's still in blue, you want to name it something. And we're going to name it counter. Once you've done that, double click on the script and it will open in MonoDevelop. Now you will notice that our script is named counter right here. All right. Now we're going to add a couple variables to the script. So you'll see the public class counter in this curly brace right here. Put your insertion point after that curly brace and hit enter at least once. So right here we're going to add public int counter and semicolon. Make sure you put that semicolon in there. And next we're going to have public GUI text counter text. The start function is called at the beginning of the game or the launch of Unity when you hit the play button. So here we want to initialize the counter. Initialize means set it to an initial value. Right? Counter equals 0 for now. The update function is called every frame, which is roughly 60 frames per second. And this is where we want to update the counter. So we will type counter and plus plus. Plus plus is called the increment operator. it adds 1 to whatever variable you place it beside. Now that we have the counter updated and incremented, we want to display it. And we're going to display it in our GUI text that we created before. And we name this up here counter text. So we're going to type counter text. And a GUI text is actually a complex object which has a bunch of properties, and one of them happens to be text. So we say counter text dot text equals counter. Now, for reasons that I will explain later on, we can't directly put the int, this counter, into a text variable. So we have to convert the integer into a string. So we're going to say to string. And this is what we call a function, so we have to put these parentheses here. Don't worry if you don't understand all of this quite yet, because I will explain it in detail coming up later. I'll save this. Now we can switch back to Unity. And what we need to do now is take this counter script that we just created, and we're going to drag it onto our GUI text object over here. Once you've done that, click on the GUI text object, and look over here on the right. You'll see counter text is sitting there, right? And it says none GUI text. This means you need to connect this counter text to our script. And all we have to do is take the GUI text object and drag it into the script. At this point, you should be ready to hit play and see the results of our scripting. And you notice right here that our counter is going up quite quickly, right? Roughly 60 times a second. And that is all you have to do to create your first script in Unity.